Hello, welcome to my channel. Here we are at the end of February 22. It's a nice day, 10 degrees. So I decided to come out on the GS, have a bit of a run. I've not been out on the GS since last October. Parked her away. It's not that I've been riding, because I volunteer for a blood bike organisation, and no doubt we're going to get some episodes where I'm riding on the blood bike, so I'll look at that as well. But today I just wanted to introduce the GS back to the roads, ready for 2022. Really have a chat with everyone in regards to what you want to see. If you want to see a bit more on the blood bikes, great, you can do that. It's a great organisation, all volunteers, all the committee members, all the hard work they put in the background, and on rota, they do both. They're all volunteers. All the work done with the controllers. I'm volunteering with Nottingham Blood Bikes, and it's doing well. We've got a good group of volunteers. They volunteer to the NHS free of charge. And everything's free of charge. They run purely on donations from the general public. They deliver a great service. So I'm really proud to be part of them, and I'll be doing some episodes on Blood Bike in the near future. So of course, with being on a blood bike, you've got to be an advanced rider. You've got to do either an IAM or a ROSPA. So from an advanced point of view, there can be some episodes regarding advanced riding or advanced driving. Let me know. This is purely an introduction. I'm using a Ghost Drift XL. Just bought it. It's mounted on the side of my helmet. So we'll see what sort of picture and audio that gives us. When I've checked on YouTube in the past, I know people have had a bit of trouble with the audio. It's going to be interesting to see what this audio is like. But it is nice to be back on the GS. The story, why did I get a GS? Why have lots and lots of people got GSs? Well, I met someone a couple of years ago. Well, if I go back 15 years ago, when I passed my motorbike test, I wanted to be a biker then. And I actually contacted a local organisation. If I remember right, it was Nottingham Blood Bikes that I contacted, and they were just starting up. And at that time they hadn't even got a bike, and they were looking for advanced riders, and they told me to ride a blood bike, you've got to be an advanced rider. And at the time I'd just qualified, and I thought, well, I need to get some experience under my belt first before I can go for some sort of advanced ride. And then life just gets in the way, and before you know it, years and years have passed, And a couple of years ago I came across a colleague that I still work with, and we were meeting up, work related, and it was a lovely red hot day. I think it was 28-29 degrees, and we normally meet in the car. And he messaged me and says, it's alright, can I come on my bike today? I went, yeah, of course you can. And so he did. He came on his bike, and I'd got to a point where I'd not had a bike for a while. So when he came on his bike, it just made me think, oh, I wish I had a bike again. And of course he was also a blood biker, and it just ignited the enthusiasm to want to get back to blood biking. Still not advanced at this point, not had a bike for a while. So I decided now's the time. And again, this chap, Murray his name is, he'd got a colleague who did all the training at Derbyshire, or he did some of the training, so he called it. He was also a philosopher examiner. So I contacted him, and very kindly did some training. Got me up to an advanced stage. I joined Prosper to do that, and been for a lot of festival hospital. So all down to great, and it's fantastic instruction and support. So he got me through to go to Prosper. So from then on, I joined Nottinghamshire Blood Bikes. And to have a advanced in bike allows you also to drive one of their cars. They've got some lovely cars. They've got some Toyota RAV4s, which are very nice. So if the weather's really bad, you still want to keep doing the work for the NHS, then they've got cars that you can jump in and still carry on doing the work. And I have done that in the past. When the weather's been icy, or we've had some really bad winds last week, gale force winds, as I'm sure everyone's aware. And of course, being on a bike, going up the motorway, down the motorway, wherever in really gust winds is not always safe. So the controllers don't send you out anyway if it's not safe. If there's cars available, you can always go and nip and get a car. Go and run and do the work in the car. I prefer the bike, but I also love blood biking, so if I can't go on a bike and it means I can do it in a car, then so be it. So back to the story on why have I got a GS. Well, talking to Murray, and he'd got an adventure, he'd got a Tiger, and he was looking to upgrade. I was looking to get a bike, and as everyone does when you're looking to do something new, whatever it is, you always drop onto YouTube just to see if there's any videos, reviews, advice, anything that can help you make a decision on where you're going to go. So I typed it into YouTube, and it came up with this bike. It's GS 1250. It's the HP, and originally the reviews on Facebook were really good for the bike. However, they said you've got to be tall. If you're not 6 foot, you're not going to be able to ride one. That was loads of the reviews that I saw. So initially I phoned and made an appointment purely to go and sit on one, not to buy one, just sit on one. And I went there for the appointment, and I met Chris, one of the salesmen, and he got the GS out for me, and I sat on it. I'm not tall, 5'10", and it was okay. It was alright. Not flat on both sides, but certainly ball of feet and 3/4 of the foot on both sides. Felt comfortable. So I was happy that I could start looking for one wherever to try and find one at the right sort of price. So I went away, started looking at some prices, and before I know it I was back at the dealer asking about a financial package to buy a new one. I had no intention of buying a new one. Not when I started the process of looking for a bike. And Chris came up with a package which was really good. So I bought it. So I put a deposit down and I bought it. And here I am. I've had it a year. Done about 3,000 miles. Lockdown's not helped. Fingers crossed. This year we're just starting to see a bit of a change where the world's starting to open up again. So hopefully this year I can get out on some more trips. So that's it for now. That's a little bit of an introduction on where we are with everything. I am going to start some more channels. Not channels, sorry, some more episodes. time to turn around and go back. Okay, that's helmet down, visor down. Let's go to speed and see the difference in audio. Glorious day. So yeah, this is helmet down, visor down. We'll just see what the audio's like compared to with the visor up. I'd lift. Well, that was before when I was riding. It was full helmet up. It's a lift up flip helmet. So this is with the helmet down and the visor down. So hopefully the audio should be clearer like this, but I'm hoping it's okay with the visor up. So this is just visor up. So we'll do another test of the audio just to see what it's like with the visor up. So helmet's still down, the visor up. So that's the helmet back up again. I do like riding with the open face. I don't know why. Probably don't feel so restricted. interesting to see what this picks up. I'm getting a right blow from the left or right. It's some good gusts going up the road. Very nice. Well, me and Warrior, hopefully, if the weather's alright, we're going out next weekend. So I'll probably make a bit of an episode on that. Where we've gone in the past. Been to various places, but the runs that we did just prior to winter and shutting down for winter, I suppose. We went to Bridlington, fish and chips. There's a story about that I can tell you. We're going to Bridlington next week, or I might just go for a bit of a run next week. So I haven't been out on the GS all winter, but I've been out road biking of course in the winter, because if it's just raining and it's 3, 4, 5 degrees, then you're still going to go out. However, I probably wouldn't choose to go out on the GS if it was raining and 3, 4, 5 degrees. Because this has been bought for pleasure. It's not the time been bought for commuting to work and back. This has been bought for pleasure, so I'm using it for exactly that. So I want it to be relatively nice weather. Can't really plan too much for weather for that. It is what it is. You accept that and you're prepared for it. If you're just going out for a day run, then you're going to pick a nice day. If that's not part of it for me. Lots of cars. Wild Bad neck tube on. On the infamous Richie Vida. I'll tell you why I got it. I bought one. Quite a good one. £12.99, and it served me well. However, after a certain length of time, the ears were starting to hurt, which I thought was either my helmet or something else. I've got custom fit guard ear protectors, speakers as well, so I thought it could be them. So I tried all different methods to work out what it was and what it wasn't. So I tried riding without the neck tube, like round my ears and just around the bottom of my neck. Didn't get any pain in my ears at all. The neck tube bed was quite thick. And I did notice on one of Richie Vita's videos, it was actually showing how he set up putting his custom guard plugs in with his neck tube. And I looked and I thought, well, that neck tube looks nice and thin compared. So I bought one. And I'll tell you something, they're quite cheap. I think it was about £8 delivered. I was well impressed. So I got it, and when it turned up I was actually going on a night shift on the Blood Bike that night, so it was a nice test fit because it was only about 3 degrees, 2 degrees, and with it being a lot thinner, I thought, I don't know if it's going to cope going through the night, going for a run on the M1, and it did a great job, so I was impressed. £8 delivered. So if you want to connect you, go get one of them. Brilliant. So yeah, so I'm wearing that and I've got absolute zero ear pain. It's just a nice, comfortable ride. Look at the sky. Cloud in the sky. It's the sun. A couple of aeroplane trails. Cloud in the sky. So, potentially, could have a good summer. What do you think? Say that every year, don't we? Oh, we're going to have a bad winter this year. It's forecast loads of snow. Then when spring comes along, oh, I've heard we're going to have a really strong summer. It'll be red hot. And the days just sort of, weather-wise, I don't know, we just get a bit of mixed weather all the time now, don't we? In summer it's a bit warmer, winter it's a bit colder. But back in the day when I was a lad, I used to remember winters being winters and summers being summers. That's a good thing about these GS's, look. So I slow right down, 22 miles an hour, I'm still in fourth. It's not moaning and groaning at all. You can just accelerate up if you want. was going to pull up and do a walk around with the GS, but I'm sure you've all seen them on YouTube. There are plenty and plenty of videos showing the GS Adventure, the HP or the Triple Black or whatever version. Some really good